All right, here we are back checking in on the Crucible. Last night I watched majority of the debate between Andrew and Brian and Andrew against this supposed 143 IQ chick that totally got demolished. Totally got. If she's 143 IQ, my IQ and everybody else on the planet's IQ's got to be into the thousands. It was unbelievable. But this clip was put out today by the Crucible. Let's go ahead and jump into it and see what it's all about.
Andrew was asking you a good question as to, you're saying we should all unite and get together, but Andrew said, well, we don't even agree on some of these basic issues. Just curious, what's your position on what? But he brought up illegal immigration, for example, and how that has an impact on the economy. The housing stock in this country is diminished if it's occupied by illegal immigrants. Are you in favor of deporting all the illegal immigrants in this country?
I have a middle ground. I would deport
both sides.
The world has a middle ground. Literally nothing is black and white.
Two questions.
Can I finish the answer?
Yeah. Just let me revise the question.
Yes, deport most of them.
I would also like to add that this chick's Instagram photo does not match what she looks like right here. She's catfishing the shit out of people. Just to, if you're interested to look at it, go check it out.
Should we completely have stronger border protection?
Yes.
So barring people from entering the country illegally. And then the second question, of the people who have arrived here illegally, who are here, should we just deport them?
My stance is for sure have the best border security as possible.
Okay.
As for the people who have been here for a long time, have created businesses and really integrated into our society with no criminal records, I think it's actually cheaper to come up with a plan for them to become legal instead of kicking them out.
So amnesty?
Yeah. I mean, they have to pay, if they don't, a lot of them do pay taxes, but back taxes and fines and get on the list. And there definitely should be some fines.
So
and
when
stuff
we
like
get
that.
together to agree on these table issues, right?
Yeah.
Should we agree with you and give amnesty to these people?
Financially, I think it's cheaper, first of all, but
would it be cheaper to not?
Well, hang on a second, Brian.
I think as American and democracy, we should all work together, and it's not all black or white, right or to the.
But that's not my
left.
question. My question is when we say we here,
we vote on
most
it.
people on the right. Yeah, okay, we vote on it. We did. We voted in Trump.
Yeah.
So the thing is here's the question though. The question is, should we, when you say we, the collective we, who are all supposed to be working hand in hand, should we just follow what you're saying and give amnesty to illegals?
I think if you look at what the polls say, the majority of people aren't cool with what's happening. They think
about ICE.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they think it went too far, and it's not really. We all agree law and order is necessary, but the way it's been going about.
Well, it's amazing to me that you want the collective we to get together to do things you want.
I think we all want. We're all tired of the hate.
Yeah, I don't think that there's a collective we. When you say we, you just mean me.
Okay, no, I'm not.
Yeah,
I watch both left and right politics. We're all talking about the same.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I get from not picking sides completely. Literally, Trump's.
So if you get a chance, go watch the entire debate, because this chick, it was so disrespectful out there, fake yawning when Andrew would talk. She was acting like she was, because of her disability, which seems to be dyslexia. My brain just isn't working. Or anytime she would throw out stuff and nobody would say fact check it. But every time Andrew would put out something, you need to fact check that. Let's fact check. Let's check that. Let's look at that. I don't believe that. Well, she's nothing but a walking talking point. To say she has this magnificent IQ is absurd. This possibly could have been one of the dumbest people I've ever seen Andrew debate. Just putting that out there while she's talking about the majority of people don't want people deported. Bullshit. That's not true. It's only these radical left clowns that in these cities that are run by radical leftists that are even protesting this. This is so freaking ridiculous.
Poll numbers are like 37 right now. All of the
Yeah, so
podcasters
Obama's
I'm
poll
not-
numbers were really low too.
all of the podcasters who helped get Trump elected, except for a few, they all agree with what I'm saying. Even
Which ones?
like Joe Rogan, David Smith, Candace Owens.
You think Joe Rogan
Dave-
agrees with you?
That ICE went too far? Yeah, he said it in his videos.
And really, he didn't say it when I was talking to him.
I don't know if you've watched Joe Rogan, but he kind of like agrees with everybody.
I don't know if
he
you've
has
talked to Joe
on.
Rogan, but I have.
Yeah, I saw you talk
I don't
to
know
Joe
what you're
Rogan.
talking, but no, that didn't appear to be what his position
Well,
was. He appeared
Should
to
we
think
pull that up?
he appeared to think that leftists were part of a massive conspiracy, and what that
I saw that. I
and
watched
what
your
that-
episode.
Yeah. So then, what are you talking about?
He's saying the riots did, but in his previous videos, he said that ICE went too far, and
No,
way
he
they're-
didn't actually say that.
and with the masks
No.
and
What he said, what he was
his
making,
recent video, he
Yeah.
had the conspiracy that like it was orchestrated
it's not a
for
conspiracy.
a reason to cover up
It's
the fraud that was happening in Minnesota.
it's not a conspiracy.
I mean,
the
most of the
fact
stuff that's
matter
happening is funded by different sides. I agree with that, but he does agree ICE in general has gone too
I
far.
don't think
And Trump,
Yeah.
with the way he's
that's not what
deporting
I heard
people-
from him.
Can we look it up?
If you want to take an out of context clip, because I know the one you're referencing.
No, I watch every one of his episodes.
Okay, what was the episode called?
There was multiple of them. We have to go
So
back.
name one
several
of them.
months. Does anyone know names of people's episodes?
Yes.
I think
Yes,
it
they
was, I think
do.
it was.
So here's a classic example of her ignorance and her constantly trying to run from the question or the issue. Andrew Wilson literally on the show, literally talked to Joe Rogan. And here she is. Look at her face. Like in disgust that Andrew actually knows what he's talking about. And it's unbelievable the depth of stupidity in these people. The statistics, she's come with nothing. And to sit there and say, well, people don't remember episodes. Absolutely. That's how you know which episode to look up when you're looking up episodes. She's an idiot. This is the low caliber brain here.
Was maybe a Dave Smith episode. Can we look this up, internet?
Did you hear what she said? Can we look this up, internet? She did this shit the whole show, and was even trying to get Brian to constantly look stuff up because she come with nothing. She came with nothing but talking points, nothing to back up her talking points. She even got into a spat about Christianity, and she's not even a Christian, had no clue. She even said that Jesus said something in the Old Testament. This woman is retarded. Just put that out there.
I mean, I don't know if there's copyright considerations for if we pull up a clip.
But not just that. Besides, I'll even grant Rogan. Let's just say that Rogan does.
It's not just Rogan, it's all over the
Yeah. Well,
all over.
okay. Who else?
Dave Smith, Candace Owens.
Dave Smith's a
He's libertarian, I know.
Dave Smith's a libertarian, right? Not a right winger at all.
Well, yeah,
Candace Owens is a conspiracy nutcase.
literally half your side is a conspiracy nutcase. Joe Rogan is too.
Okay.
I love it.
Mhm.
Most of the conspiracies come out true.
They do they?
I mean, to a point, yeah.
You know what my brother said?
Like this Pizzagate
My brother said
thing,
something really funny, and
coming out
I'm about to
true.
get whatever canceled. My brother said something super funny. He said that Candace Owen needs to get to the back of the algorithm. That's he said that, bro. Yeah. But anyway,
just to be fair, I did look up your claim about Joe Rogan. Apparently, in an episode January 2026, this is an AI overview. Sometimes it's incorrect, but at least it does say that Joe Rogan, compared their tactics to the Gestapo and did suggest they went too far,
and then
by detaining individuals, including U.S. citizens, on the streets without proper cause.
First of all, I saw that episode, right? And in context, he was having a conversation about this with the guest. He wasn't actually adopting that position. That's one. The second is
That's what he does in all of his episodes.
the second is that his position, at least when I talked to him, was that he understood that, hey, there is definitely an orchestrated plan by leftists in order to agitate using and they use a mathematical formula to do it. They agitate in order to get feds to overreact. And when the feds overreact, then they justify their garbage of politics by saying that they're the good.
Well, there's the same thing, conspiracy on the right, that if you look at Project 2025 beforehand, it kind of plans this sort of thing using military action and stuff.
Well, hold on. Before we get into Project 2025, even
there's the same conspiracy on the left, is what I'm saying.
Look, even if we're going to go ahead and grant and say, yes, ICE has made certain mistakes here, law enforcement, they're humans, they make mistakes. In all kinds of different professions, people make mistakes. Law enforcement makes mistakes. But in terms of their core mission, their foundational base mission, which is to deport genuine illegal immigrants, do you object to their core mission?
I don't object to that. But the one thing.
Yeah, you do. You want amnesty.
Not complete amnesty. Okay. It's a long-term solution. But.
So here we come with the title of this video is both sides argument, and it was literally titled correctly because she's trying to ride the fence. She's trying to appease this version she's trying to act like she's this middle row, not a left or a right, but her words are killing her right now, and she just cannot follow the conversation. This woman would never be able to lie to you ever. You would catch this woman lying every time she speaks to you if she was lying to you easily, because she cannot keep up with the bullshit that comes out of her mouth.
Another Joe Rogan quote was, and a lot of others said that
Joe Rogan's not here, but
I know we voted to deport all the criminals.
True. He's not, but it's not just that.
It's not just him either. It's
Joe Rogan.
Most people think we went too far.
He's more of a middle of the road guy. Dave Smith's a libertarian. When you're talking about right wingers, I want to hear right wingers, the right wingers who would agree with your plan for amnesty. Who are they?
I'm not talking
about.
By
the way, Dave Smith wouldn't agree with that plan for amnesty either.
I didn't talk about amnesty. I said that in general, Trump's campaign was about criminals and great.
Yeah, but what would actually
stuff. They never said they were going to bring masked people.
These people have committed a crime by entering the country illegally.
They should be deported. I get that. I'm saying
I'm a little confused. On one hand, you said you want
I think there's a cheaper, better solution. Yeah, deport people, but.
Well, can I ask you a question really quick? You say it's cheaper. Do you think, as far as having illegal immigrants in this country, the only thing that we're focused on is purely the economics of it?
No.
Like there's other factors too, perhaps.
No, I agree. You don't want the white race to
your argument is it would be cheaper to have them create a pathway to allow them to stay here. Wouldn't it be technically cheaper? Let's say hypothetically there was but he only you have precognition, that he will only have committed that one and he will never again, and he will otherwise be a law-abiding citizen from there on out. You would agree that it would be cheaper to not, have law enforcement attempt to investigate the and go through the criminal prosecution process. It would be cheaper, right, to just let her off?
What I'm talking about
No,
is
but answer the question.
oh, of course it'd be cheaper.
Right. But just because something's cheaper doesn't necessarily mean that that is the right course of action.
Well, I think the right course of action is to do investigations like that on these people who've been here for a long time, because like yeah, that's cheaper. I think
Well, you said
maybe
it
we
was
can.
cheaper to let them just give them pathway to citizenship, which may be true.
I mean, it is true, but I think investigation and just like how what we should make sure that they're not criminals and have a good standing in
they've committed a crime
society.
by entering the
Yeah,
country
I
illegally
speed
or
all the
overstaying visas.
time. That's a civil crime.
Do
That's
you think
not.
speeding is equivalent to being here illegally?
We would do the same thing. It's
also,
not
wait,
if you're
but law
trying to save
enforcement-
your
hold on, law
family and your
enforcement-
life. That's
wait,
not
wait.
evil.
Law enforcement does enforce speeding. They'll give out speeding tickets.
I actually agree with you. We would do the same thing. So what?
Yeah. The difference is, I guess, empathy. I mean,
No.
that I know
Suicidal
you
empathy?
don't have empathy. It's not suicidal empathy. I want the majority of them to be deported. That's not too much
do?
empathy. That's having some empathy.
Mm-hmm. So the thing here that's funny is it's anytime you talk to a both sides or they're always leftists and they're always libs and they're always like, hey,
It's not true.
the thing is, you just said that you were more on the left side than the right side.
That's because of social freedom. If you look at libertarians, they want social freedom, and considering both sides have completely our government with
No.
spending, I'm going to go more towards the Dems.
What libertarians want is they want social freedom affirmed by property rights. The United States is property of the citizens of the United States. From the libertarian ethos.
All right, right there is an example of what I'm talking about. The disrespect when Andrew is spitting out facts to this woman. Look at that. Look at that. That yawn, that arrogant, fake ass yawn. Like, that's so disrespectful. And I was irritated that Andrew didn't just call her out like nobody's business about this. I know Brian said something to her because he got irritated with it, but this is such arrogance because you know why? It's crazy that it's the dumb people that do these things because they're trying to act like they're just so bored with the conversation because their intellect is so high. This is a stupid woman. This is a very, very dumb woman.
Those deporting people who aren't supposed to be here would be just fine and appropriate
And
and
let's
good.
put that to the states to decide if they want them to gone or not. Isn't that more libertarian?
No.
To let the states decide if they want the people out or not?
So here's the thing. It's funny. It's like, okay, you agree that the border states, those are the ones who would take the brunt of that, right? And those states would basically be utilizing their resources to protect all the states behind them.
The brunt of what? Allowing people to vote on it?
No,
or
of
what?
people legally crossing. Like, for instance, the Texas border, Californian border, these Arizona, these are going to be states that are going to take the brunt of illegal immigration, right?
Yeah, then let them have laws and the government can pay for the funding to keep it secure.
But then how is
And
that
if
up
they
to the
want them
states
to
then?
stay, it's up to the states to make their own laws regarding who can stay and who has
Yeah,
to
great.
go.
And then one state says you can have complete amnesty here. And then all the illegals go into that state, get amnesty, and then go back to the other state that they want to go
See,
to.
everything in life has consequences, and when you want a smaller
They
government,
do. It does. Does everything in life? That's great. I didn't know everything. in
usually
life
when
had
people make dumb
consequences.
mistakes in law, they correct them. We're a young nation. That's how we grow.
Yeah. Do you know how you correct this? You get rid of the illegals, all of them.
Andrew just threw down a fact right there and she can't handle it. Look at her face. Look at her face. So ridiculous. Anyway, I was more frustrated listening to this debate last night than I was for a lot of other debates because this woman, it would be different if she wouldn't have come in there claiming to be a 143. She even corrected them. They said she's 140 IQ. She said, "Oh no, 143." It didn't translate into common sense, I can tell you that. And these people irritate me more than these liberals irritate me more than anything because they 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 try to trick you into saying, "Oh, I'm in the middle. Oh yeah, I agree with the conservative this or the Republican view on this." But then immediately when you start questioning them about it, they change the subject, change it back over to their liberal view. And it really pisses me off. I can't lie. It really irritates the shit out of me. That's probably why I didn't decide to stay up later and watch the debate because I just got tired of hearing this bitch talk. I got tired of hearing her with her ignorance speak. But anyway, Andrew handled it, took her out. She left the show just as dumb as when she came into the show because she refused to interact and concede to anything except for her talking points, no facts, period. Anyway, I appreciate you stopping by. Till next time, see ya.